Everybody. All right, we are live. Oh my gosh, welcome back to Red Carpet Council. Jinx will be joining us shortly, but it's so exciting to have everybody here. Very fun time. Javier is not able to talk. He is here, but he's busy at the same time. So in another meeting, we love multitasking. Oh, here we go. There's Jinx. So I'm going to read Javier's question just because he obviously can't read it himself. So I said, Javier, after last vote, seeing yet another 2 advantages be played, how nervous are you that we may see even more tonight? And he said, I'm very nervous. I think there are more advantages out there somewhere, and having none of them, it always makes me nervous. This is my workout since council makes me sweat all the time. I love that. Retirement home is providing cardiovascular exercise, which is our goal always. For everybody else, we can get into some fun questions, or maybe not so fun. I don't know. Ollie, your name is, I guess, kind of a reference to last council because on his way out, Jack was not super kind towards you. I guess how are you feeling after that confrontation?
First of all, it was not a confrontation because I was not there. But best believe if I was there, I would have clapped back. So like I put like something in the team chat and I was just like, I'm not a follower, not a sheep, not a clown. But like best believe like if I was there with a clap back, I'm not gonna sit down and cry. But like, you know, it just I'm gonna talk for a little bit longer because I was there last council. It just I was eating a chicken kebab, like, I had no idea I was getting some votes. I thought it would be like an easy vote for Jack to go home. I thought, you know, and like being called out as a follower when someone played an idol on you. Last time I checked, I think the Lord, the a monster, wants to keep all their advantages to themselves and not give it to the little follower. So like, I don't think I'm a follower. I think I'm a good person that Ari has in the game. MJ and Jack, they were like really close together too. Is one person a follower, one person a big monster? No, never said. Will I ever call MJ or Jack like the little followers as well? So it was a lot of things at once, and like low key, I'm playing my own game out here. So that it kind of annoyed me, but I'm all good. I'm laughing the entire time. I had no idea I was getting some votes, but bring them to me. If you vote for me again, you're probably gonna go home. So just don't do it, okay? Peace.
I love the vague threat at the end of that as well. Allison, at this point, I mean, we are kind of getting fairly close to the end. We only have a week left in the game. Do you think there are people here where you're like, yeah, you're probably not going to win if you make the end? Or does everyone still have a chance?
Yeah, I say that to myself every day. I say, yikes, Allison, here you are. You're just trying so hard. And then I'm like, oh, I don't stand a chance. But I also think that there's no one in this room that I look at and I'm like, you don't have the potential to win besides myself. But I also just sit here and like last season, I was in that position where like I didn't win, but I was like, okay, like I still proved to myself and to a lot of people like, okay, like yeah, you can make it to the final 3, and like for some people that is a big win, so making it that far. So for like the people that make it that far, like they should think of that as an accomplishment, because there's 19 other people that did not do that. So that's the thing. It's like a big accomplishment in and of itself. And so no, I don't sit there and look at anyone and I'm like, yeah, you could, you aren't going to win, because that's just rude. And I also think that everyone I could pro con and sit here that's here right now and be like, oh, this is the reason this person should win, this is the reason this person should win. So yeah.
It's true. Making it just this far already is a huge accomplishment, and you should all be very proud of yourselves, even though ultimately most of you won't win. But oh well, you already did so well here, so good job for that. Crow, last vote, we saw the idol get played. We saw some half votes get combined. And then we also saw Jack drop several truth bombs or whatever you want to call that on his way out. What was your feeling as he was doing that?
I think it was to be expected. I don't know. I didn't think Jack was going to be the one to go quietly, especially after, having him ask me for the idol, where it was kind of pretty obvious that it was him being the opposite side of the votes besides Ali. So I guess I'm not surprised. I get it. I don't know if it was the catalyst for what happened in that night, or if other things were going on behind the scenes that kind of triggered the need for our break night. But I think it just reset the game in a way that made it more fluid. And I don't know if I should credit that just to Jack or not, but maybe.
MJ, there was a lot of fallout from the last vote, not just because of what Jack said, it seems, but it does seem like pretty much everyone was in some way upset with what happened. What what was going on there? What was happening?
Well, I think that this behind the scenes stuff, to quote Crow, is on my end just this constant struggle now that I've honestly been anticipating since the first time we swapped, and it was me, Ari, Eve, Jinx, and Jack all on one team together. And I was like, I can see this game taking a turn that will be very uncomfortable to endure. And that's to say that sort of struggle in itself is just this constant juggling of how much do you value the relationships that you had coming into this game versus the relationships that you've made in this game versus the relationships in this game that you haven't made yet. And I think and I brought this up after Jack left, that I want everybody here to be playing for themselves. And I'm saying I'm not saying that I think that everybody should necessarily be playing to win, but everybody should be playing for themselves to accomplish what they want. And if that's winning, great. If that's a spot at Final Council, great. If that's the Player of the Season title, great. If that's the fan favorite title, great. Whatever you want, I want everybody here to be accomplishing it, because I genuinely feel like I play my best game when everybody around me is playing their best games. And a lot of the frustration that I had coming out last round was a product of feeling like I was potentially going to be surrounded by people who weren't playing at their best. And that's just really all that I want. Really, not even just for myself, but for the season. I love the retirement home. I want this to be the best retirement home Survivor season. And I want the 7 people here to be striving for that in these coming rounds. I don't know, long-winded answer, sorry, but I think that the explosion and the fallout was ultimately healthy. I think that it has led everybody taking steps in the right direction for what they want out of this for what they want out of this for what they want out of this game. And I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm in a much better place now than I was Friday night or Thursday night, whatever fucking night it was. I'm in a much better place now than I was previously, and I hope that everybody else is here as well. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for answering. I think that's definitely an interesting topic that, I mean, in any org really, but definitely in a returning one where I think everybody here, if you didn't have friends coming into the season, close friends, you at least had close former allies. And if you didn't have that, you definitely have them now. And I feel like juggling all those things it is what makes orgs very tough, especially when you've known people for quite a long time. So it definitely makes sense. And thank you for explaining all of that. Jinx, you are someone as well. I mean, again, everybody here, but I think you were someone who was very well loved in our viewing lounge before the season even started, and in your past seasons, especially Crystal Kingdom, that was a big thing that came up, was the idea of pre-game relationships. Does it feel a little different this time, the narrative around that?
Yeah, definitely, because some of these people here decide to kill Emily first. So no, but no, it's interesting. Actually, a really fun topic to talk about. When I first played my first org, it was New Pokemon, rest in peace, pieces, and I did not know a single person. besides one person being acknowledged, I had my coworker come in, and I still won fan favorite, just by being myself. And I think the thing is, I think, at the end of the day, like pregame stuff, whatever, I've seen multiple sides of that. I've seen people come into games and literally never even have a chance to play because of pregame stuff. I've seen it where people literally don't give other people a chance because they have pregame stuff. And I think this season in particular, I tried to be cognizant of it because I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I didn't come in hoping I would see certain people here, but I don't know. I didn't even get a chance to play the last 2 games, really, in my opinion. I forgot that I'm not fan favorite in Crystal Kingdom just because I was just, I don't like, I don't know, I would just go off a little bit at times. And I think it just is really, it comes down to what do you want for yourself and what do you want to do? I think for me, I always am very shocked to get the reaction that I do from simply being myself. Like, I think the one thing about orgs that really fascinate me is the way people react to you. Like, I think people assume it's a character or a thing like that, or like it's for the org, but I think it's very weird to me. Like, I don't know, I am pregame and such. I just strive to be myself when I play, and I don't always accomplish that. But I think in this game in particular, like, I just really did it because I really wanted to come back and play and see how far I could get. I don't know. And I think have fun and really just challenge myself. So I think, if people like me because of that, or if they don't like me or whatever, but people like me because I get to be myself, that's probably the most rewarding of all. But mostly it really does come from a place of just like, you're given the hand you're dealt, and either people, you get the pregame, whatever, and you just make the most of it and the best of it. So I think really it just is about playing the game. I don't know. I really just be out here. I just be using my confessional as a diary, and I send it to the VL sometimes. Like, y'all get to see my breakdowns. Hey, happy birthday. Like, I don't know. So
It's true. We do love that you are always yourself. It's always so much fun to have you. Pivoting away, I guess, from like the topic of like existing relationships, Ari, you played an idol on somebody else last council, which is very shocking. You don't see that happen a ton. What kind of factored into your decision to do that?
I mean, it was a lot of things. I think for me, like I said at that council, it was quite a messy day for me personally because I was away for most of the strategizing that was happening, and that was a factor in it. And I was being told very last minute, like different versions of what was happening and trying to figure that out. And I think that it just, for me, was something that like, I just needed something to go right that day, and I needed to, take an action towards what I wanted to happen. And if it didn't work out for some reason, then like I could live with that. And, but really honestly, it was very much, that was a heat of the moment decision for me, and feeling frustrated with how things had turned out, and just very frazzled. So with that being said, though, it's not like, I don't necessarily regret it just because it was partly an emotional move. I think that, it worked out for that vote. Will it work out in the future? Will I have needed that idol later? Probably, I don't know. But, I was in the moment. I was content with that outcome. So.
Nice. As long as you feel it was the right thing to do, then it probably was. And with that, did I miss anyone? Did I forget anybody? Okay, I wasn't sure, so I should double check. All right. With that, if anyone has anything they'd like to say, or a question you want to pose to people, I mean, you can go ahead. Otherwise, we will be going into our lovely little countdown video.
Holly, can I have my golden glow back?
Here you go.
That was a really bad
Allison,
throw.
do you want to put a vote together, and please don't vote for me this time?
Oh my God, anytime.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Thanks, bestie.
Love.
Okay, I have a
Fine,
request.
bestie.
Next season, if there's a half idol twist, make sure the people that are using it are not eligible to be voted for. Okay? Thank you.
Okay, I will keep that in mind.
Thank
With
you.
that, we will be going to vote. You have 3 minutes to cast or change your vote, and then I will see you back here. Good luck, everyone.
Cobarde. Guan Zorro.
Okay, welcome back. If anybody has an immunity idol or another advantage you would like to play, now would be the time to do so.
If anyone has the missing half idol, I'd very much appreciate to see it. I know Jack definitely willed it before he left. I'm very sure of that. So if anyone just feels like they want to play it on me, I would appreciate it. Any takers? No? Okay. Well, I guess I'll play my merge idol on myself.
Okay, I can confirm that this is in fact an immunity idol. It is a full immunity idol, not half of one, so all votes for Crow will not count. Anything else? Okay, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be given a few moments to say their final words before they are sent to the jury. I will read the votes. First vote, Crow does not count. Second vote, Crow does not count. Third vote, Crow does not count. Fourth vote, Jinx. Fifth vote, Javier. Sixth vote, Jinx. Seventh vote, And the next person going to our jury is going to be decided in a revote because we have 2 votes for Jinx and 2 votes for Javier. The way that this works, in case you're not familiar with it, is everybody will get to go and cast a vote. You can only vote for Jinx or Javier, and Jinx and Javier, because you can only vote for each other. You're not going to vote. I'm going to play the 3-minute video, but if everybody votes before it's up, we'll just come back. You can't change your vote once you've sent it for this. So yeah, any questions before we go into that? All right, here we go. Just a reminder again, you can only vote for Jinx or Javier. You have 3 minutes. Have fun.
Kumate! Kuanisaro!
Okay, we are back. We cannot play any advantages here, so I will just be reading the votes. Here we go. First vote, Jinx. Second vote, Javier. Third vote, Jinx. Fourth vote, Javier. The fifth vote, and the next person going to our jury is Jinx. Jinx, I love you so much. You were so wonderful to have in this game. Every second of you here was just absolutely fantastic. I'm so happy that you played. Unfortunately, this is your night to go home. If you have any final words you'd like to say, please feel free to say them now.
Let me. Who's talking? What the fuck? Not my HBO Max. It was Euphoria talking. Sorry. It was so funny. I was joking about getting my Liana placement, so I have some some happiness parallels there. I was really, really happy to play this game. Like that was, I don't know. I did not even expect to get this far. I didn't expect to even have a drive to play. So to have gotten this far and to have played with the people I have here, I'm really, really happy to have. And honestly, y'all kind of freed me from having to miss work more than I have. So I will get that coin. I am sad, but I don't know. You know, when you get voted out of a game, you kind of free up some space from your brain. So I don't know. I don't have any. I was always thinking to myself, I don't have anything profound to say. I don't have anything fun to say that I feel like exposing. I don't like nothing. I didn't have anything really like to say goodbye. So anyway, love you all.
Oh my gosh, and we love Jinx. Thank you, Jinx. Unfortunately, it is your last night in the game, but for the rest of you, congratulations. You have made Final 6. I'll be posting immunity shortly. Good luck on this race to the finish.